I guess I want to speak for a minute on a topic I saw. I read it earlier. Um, Sorry, it's a train overhit me. Um, so this individual makes the point of why Republicans are so stupid. I don't think Republicans are stupid. I don't think their base is completely stupid. I don't think everybody on Fox News is stupid. I think Republicans, and I don't like this anti-intellectual thing either to a certain extent, because you could say something about Obama, that he attracted people that said things that he never said, that he was going to legalize drugs. He never said those things. It's a lot of stuff that people wanted to believe Obama would do that he didn't promise. He just didn't. Um, so I think that Republicans are presenting the notion that things will go on forever, endless growth, and with Trump, a return to the way things were. I saw something on there, a comment. It was talking about Ronald Reagan and how Ronald Reagan said that trees pollute more than cars, and that's true. But he twisted it that they're doing it, but it's a different type of pollution, and it wouldn't happen without cars, and it's not as bad, I think. Um, also, um, also, um, you know, Trump said windmills cause cancer. So you had, what I'm saying is there's a long process of this perversion of facts that GOP does, a perversion of reality, perversion of truth, and I don't think that's ignorance, because ignorance would mean I didn't know any better. They know, they're just lying. Trump talking about windmills cause cancer. Trump talking about using nukes to stop hurricanes. Trump talking about um, injecting disinfectants into the body. I have family that says, well, look what he did as far as business goes, and try to like blow off the things that he said. He's the president. When you're the president and you say certain things, the world moves, mountains move for you. And I don't think saying things like that are appropriate. But you should be. What I'm saying is they're saying those things knowing it's wrong. It's just like dishwashers, water saving toilets. It's all about presenting a pack of lies and saying that the future is bad, and the only thing you can be counted upon, is this nostalgia for the past, and coal mining, and the steel workers. And I've talked about it before, how that wasn't even that good for a lot of people. Also, that those days are done. Europeans are phasing out coal mining in certain countries by the end of the decade. There's no future in coal. There's no future in these things that Trump was talking about. It's just not. Unless America's just going to go off and just live off by itself and just break off from NATO. That's what we're going to do. But the world will move on without America. The point I'm trying to make is that these people aren't stupid. They're putting forward known lies, and they're putting forward false information to downplay reality. And I've talked to you about how I would say Gomer from Texas, he made this statement that can't we alter Earth's axis to avert climate change? I think about how reckless that is, but not only how reckless. This is an American politician talking about deciding the fate of the Earth. That is to me, that is just so profoundly reckless that I can't even begin to describe how reckless that is. That's incredibly reckless. But he's saying that I speak for the whole world. The whole world moves for America. Even if we had the power or the technology to do that. This okay, it's real, but I don't want to spend any money or political acumen to change climate change. So what I want to do is this quick, brash move to avert it. That's an acknowledgement that climate change is a real thing. That's what it is. I mean, and that's as far as they'll go to acknowledge it is that okay, can't we just throw some money at it? Can't we just do something to buy some time? Can't we just do something? That's the Republican Party. They're not stupid. They want things to continue as things have been, and that's what it is. For the bumpkins, for the reactionary bigots, those are people who I don't think they're stupid. I don't think all of them are stupid. I think that for some of them, they remember those days, and I think things were simpler. I understand gas was like $1 and stuff like that. Gas is pretty cheap, and I mean I understand that for a lot of people, there was a sense that there was a time where America was on top, and we know that's because of World War II. That we came in 41. The war was already in full swing by then. We survived. We just were the ones left standing, and that's why you had that era of American supremacy. So I understand that for some of the baby boomers and others who were raised by baby boomers, that seems like this beautiful, almost utopian era, but it wasn't. And not only that, as I say often, that if you really want to go back to them days, you're throwing away a quarter of a century of science on coal mining and what it does to human body, coal miners that work in those mines. Also, that stuff's going to be automated anyway. They're not going to keep using coal miners 20, 30 years from now if we choose that. That's done with. That's over. Like I said, the coal stuff. We know about asbestos. We know about DDT. We leaded gasoline. I mean, if you're talking about making America great again, you are literally talking about taking all the science and those things I just mentioned and throwing it in the trash and saying, you know what? And so what also you're talking about is a much lower lifespan for that type of American exceptionalism. You're talking about a much lower lifespan, I think, for most people, and that's just I think that's messed up, and I don't think most Americans understand the cost of making America great again. Because I mean, I think most folks, it's like the Nazis. Most folks just didn't know the extent. We didn't have the Chevron document. People didn't know the extent of these technologies and how destructive and harmful they really were to human health. People that live around train yards and people that live around these refineries, and people didn't know. And now we understand these rare cancers and kids getting cancer, and that was a rare thing back in the day. I used to read about doctors having a fly to go see a kid that's got cancer. Now it's common. Nothing new, nothing special about it. I knew a lady that had a daughter that had cancer. So I'm just making the point to you that I don't think Republicans are stupid. I think there's a nostalgia for the past, and there's a sense that, for white people, that there is no future for them. There is no future for them. For white people, there's there's a rush to the bottom, and that it's not about corporations getting so much power and not being tagged. That it's about race fear, and I've talked about it, how I really fear a law and order backlash after Biden. I mean, I looked at his press secretary was talking about crime, and she was like laughing it off. I mean, it's a serious business, guys. It's a serious business. And the left needs to understand this. It's not a joke. It's not a game, that and we had it before. So my concern is a law and order backlash. Anyway, thank you for listening.